Hello, been listening to that? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Rochelle. This is Rochelle's Canadian channel. Let's turn on the chat. Dorothy, I'm so glad to see you. It's nice to have you back. How are you, gorgeous? My name is Rochelle. This is the Rochelle's Canadian channel. And we're going to talk about some serious shit this Saturday. It is Saturday, right? I hope so. Okay. Now, I watched I almost made it to the very end of Jen's response to my live. It was repetitive and yeah. Anyway, now this is not what I would call a counter response, but just a my My channel is not a drama channel. When I have a opinion about anyone involved, whether or not I am friends with them or not, or anything, or I see something on the internet and I have an opinion about it, what I have to say is simply an opinion. This is my opinion, either based upon what I have experienced personally or what I have decided that based upon what I have seen, read, researched, anything, and I formulate an opinion. It is an opinion. And everything I say is either humor, an opinion, or a humor about an opinion, or a humor about someone else's opinion. And that's what I do. I'm not a drama channel. If someone has chosen to drag my ass through the dust and bounce my head off the opinion concrete of fair use, go to it, honey. I'm okay with that. I've always been okay with that. Fair use is fine. This is YouTube. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled to drag my ass, and everyone is entitled to dislike me. That is your choice. You are entitled to your opinion, just as like I am entitled to mine. Right? Right. You don't have to like me. You don't have to love me. You can dislike me to the sun and back. You can dislike me to the speed of light, 300,000 kilometers per second. You go for it, baby. Go right to M30 and back and watch you glide across the universe. That is your choice. However, you make a response about a live I make. My problems that I was discussing were a little bit, what's a good word? Skewed. Firstly, yeah, I've had problems with Jen in the past, but leading up to this moment in time were several, not one, not two, several phone calls, like IG calls, voice and video. Not one, not two, many, over a period of time about the same bloody things. And sometimes other things, and not necessarily by myself. No, I've spoken to Carrie. Sometimes with Carrie. Like after Amber's live, when Jen appeared on panel, okay, we got her on Instagram, and we're like, what the hell was that? Bad Jen. It was probably the nicest bad, like what happened? What was that? And oh yeah, definition of meat shield. It's when someone drags a person in front of them, using them as a hostage instead of getting gunned down by le police. They use a poor person in front of them so they don't die. It's like a human Kevlar jacket, and that's what a meat shield is. You don't watch a lot of action movies or seen a lot of bad shit, have you? Anyway, so anyway, that's what it means. Sorry. Footnote. You know, my last discussion with her was not on September 11th. My last text was on September 11th, which was I'm out. But I did have like video calls with her in Carrie's, like her Instagram channel, where I was part of that conversation. I also had talks with her on group chat channel where it was me and Carrie. There were other ways to talk to people on Instagram, not necessarily with her ass in my channel. Does that make sense to everyone? It does to me. I mean, she says she was willing to give me cash apps. You can't use Cash App in Canada. I can't get money by Cash App. It's impossible. She's like offering me money during one phone conversation. And I'm trying to tell her, well, let's go back in time, shall we? But that conversation was like, Jen, I need a break. I don't want to moderate for anybody. I need a break being a moderator. And she's like, you what, you need just a couple days off? I'm like, no, Jen, I can't, I don't want to be a moderator. I need a break. I'm stressed out. And she's like, well, you could be a managing mod. I'm like, well, I could, but I'd rather help you. I don't want to be a managing mod. I need a break. I don't want to be a moderator. I need a break, Jen. I need a break. I need a break. You know, most people would think, oh, maybe Rochelle needs a break. No. Like, so you'll be in the vertical live later, huh? No! I will not be in the vertical fucking live. Let me. I didn't make that live to drag Jen. I made it out of frustration after sitting on it for several days. And while all this bullshit was going on, I'm still getting over being sick. But when you're feeling sick and you're having stress, and she wants you to mod on a vertical live, which she claims you know how easy it is to turn on slow mode when you're doing an old school live? All these features are so easy to figure out. And she has been doing live streaming in Instagram, in YouTube, a lot longer than me. And anyone who's moderated for anybody, moderators can turn on slow mode. Moderators. So I know how to do it. And I said to her, you know, if you, who's your managing mod? Why don't you have them turn on slow mode for you? And she's like, you can be my managing mod. And I'm like, Jen, yeah, I could be, but I need a break, Jen. I don't want to moderate. She's like, you could do it for me. I'm like, yeah, if I was your managing mod, but she's like, come into chat and I'll make you a managing mod. I'm like, Jen, I need a break. You see where this conversation is going? And she's talking about like M to the B hearting her comment in her group chat. Where is she hearting this stuff? Where? Where? M to the B isn't in anyone's group chat. Not mine and not hers. Where is she hearting these comments? I have no idea what she's talking about. Absolutely none. And she's like saying that, yeah, they could go to the movies. And I'm like, yeah, that comment actually comes from a comment where I said, where my parents used to give us money for like gifts and we would take that money and go to the movies. And that's where that comment comes from. I said, Jen, you don't have to give me money. But that movies comment is where I said my parents used to give us Hanukkah presents and we would take that money and go to the movies with it. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Calling me a liar is pretty fucking harsh when all I was trying to do is convey the basic bitch thing is saying that moderators are volunteering their time for you. You know? And when they're your friends and they're volunteering their time to help you out on your channel, that's a gift, man. You don't, or you have people who really love your shit and they're willing to donate their time whenever you feel like going on live, whenever you bloody well feel like going on live. Now, I didn't even go into my group chat and say I'm going live. I just went on to make a point. It's not about numbers with me. It's not about views with me. I need to make a point. When people come in and they are willing to be your moderators, me personally, I love my moderators. I consider them my friends. And then when someone comes in and is shitty to my moderators, I don't like that. I don't expect my moderators to eat it and then have to approach me privately and tell me what happened. I look what's going on. My chat isn't jumping. Okay? Even if my chat was jumping, I would put it on slow mode and pay fucking attention. Okay? And I would make sure that the moderators I did have were also watching each other's back. All right? Because it's my responsibility to maintain a safe space, but it's also my responsibility to make sure that the people who are decent enough to take the time to watch my ass, I need to watch theirs. All right? And if I have someone on my panel or someone in my chat who is also a goddamn creator, who doesn't have the courtesy to be decent to my moderators and is being bigoted and nasty and racist. And that was my problem. I don't give a fuck what people say about me being Canadian. I don't give a shit, buddy. You want to be nasty about me being Canadian? That's your problem, not mine. I don't give a shit. Okay? No one needs to take one for the team. My moderators and my friends are not expected I don't need my friends to take one for the team for me. I don't expect that. That is not a basic bitch requirement for me. All right? I don't expect that of people who give a shit. All right? I care about you and I watch you back. And if someone's nasty to you or has been nasty to you in the past or has threatened you or says something horrible about you, you're not welcome here. Because my moderators are also my friends. And unacceptable behavior is not acceptable. And one of my moderators and one of my friends, Carrie, because of what is going on now and what she said over there and what I had to say, which wasn't that fucking serious because this is just fucking YouTube, was threatened. That's right. And let me get something straight here. Like my Instagram, her Instagram is private. So only people who know her and have been accepted by her have access to her Instagram, could send her messages. So that means someone who has been accepted by her and supposedly someone who is one of her friends has sent her threats to her. That's right. Someone sent Carrie Taylor, my moderator, and the threats against her life today. That's nice. And she let people know in Jen's group chat, and not one person asked her if she is okay. Not one. And not Jen. Not one person. It's not very nice. Oh, girl, you do what you gotta do. What the fuck? Gee, is that how you look after your moderators, Jen? It's fucking unacceptable. I don't ask people to choose between me and you. I never gatekeep anyone. Not my subscribers, not my moderators. I don't do that. If you don't want to be a moderator with me, say so. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I don't have a problem with Jen or anyone over there. What I do have a problem with is, Jen, take care of your own people. I'm not a liar. I just wanted a break. I just wanted a break, man. I needed a break. That's all I wanted. I needed a break. And she did not hear me. It wasn't about Terry time. I wasn't happy about it. Okay? That wasn't, it was sort of like, I can't. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not good. It's sort of like, you, 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 you tell somebody, this is my problem. This is my issue. No, I don't have comments turned off. No one's talking. No one's talking. See, when my chat goes dead, that means people are not talking because they're listening. That's what happens. My comments are on. See, I'll turn them off. And now I'll turn them on. Reality. People are listening. It's like when you say, Jen, there are kids in your chat. And she's like, oh no, they're trolls. No, honey. She's like, I've been a moderator a long time. Yeah. Mm-mm. Look. Stop saying you're dumb, Jen, because you pull out your university diploma when people say you're dumb. Pick a lane, girl. I know you're not dumb. What I thought was weird is you're acting all sleepy and shit, giving a response to me. Are you trying to show that you're bored? Oh, you're so tired. If you're tired, go to bed. I'm not contradicting myself. Dorothy's here. When she gives you advice, you block her. You blocked her. And she was a mod for you. That was your response. You blocked her. When people try to help you, you ignore them. You say, oh, yeah. And then you block them. Carrie and I try to help you. You agree with us. And then you go on a rant in your next live. And we're just like, fuck. I try to help you. And it's like, fuck you. I tell you I need a break. And you'll say, oh, you'll be a managing mod for me, right? You'll do this for me. You want to give me more responsibility. No, Jen, I need a break. And Jen, you're still blocked. Why do you tell people I'm not blocking you? Jen, you're still blocked. Yeah, I tried to make you a mod in my chat, but all you do, you say you're going to come in, and yeah, I wanted to come in and talk in my chat, but we were just supposed to have fun with me. And then you say, oh, I'll come in tomorrow, and then you stand me up again. You do that to me a lot. It gets frustrating. Then I wrench you up, and the moment I do, you bugger off. I want moderators who moderate. You want me to come into your channel and mod for you. It's a job. You want to wrench in my channel. You don't do anything. You don't even show up. I need moderators who moderate. It's not a present. You know? I don't mod everyone who shows up in my chat. That's not how it works with me. Maybe I'm a hard ass. Sorry. That's the way I think. And I'm not a fair weather friend. I don't get on a hate train. I don't decide, oh, well, Jen's not popular. I'm not going to be her friend anymore. I'm not going to be her friend because it fucks up my channel. No, it's not about that. What it is about is it feels like, and then you bring up money to buy me cigarettes. I don't need anyone to buy me cigarettes. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck comment is that? You you act like she's like, well, I helped out so and so when they needed groceries. You think I'm fucking asking you for money? Shut the fuck up. It felt like you were trying to buy me off when you're mentioning, like, I can send you money by Cash App. And my first response was like, Jen, there is no Cash App here. You couldn't send me Cash App if you wanted to. You couldn't send me Cash App or Venmo if you wanted to. It doesn't exist here. I can't even send you a Cash App. It goes both ways. It doesn't work here. Okay? It doesn't work in Canada. I'm sorry. And she's like, well, how can I send you money? I go, you don't have to send me money. I said, you don't have to buy my friendship, Jen. And then you make a fucking comment like you have to buy me cigarettes or send us to the movies. Jen, I'm lucky if Edmond and I can just sit and watch a fucking movie on a DVD. And we have time for that. Send me to buy me cigarettes. What the fuck? And that's a bit insulting. Jen, if you have extra money, send it to the animal shelter or give to a women's shelter or buy toys for tots. Christmas is coming. Okay? If you have extra coin, give to charity. Give to Toys for Tots. Give to the nearest women's shelter. Give to an animal shelter. Okay? There. Put your money there. That's what you should do. I never ask for your money. If anyone donates to me, I'm eternally grateful. Okay? You're the same woman who was upset you didn't get X amount of money for your upcoming September check. Not me. Shit. And I don't care who moderates for who. I never cared. It's you who made a fuss over M to the B. You did that to yourself. And I never made her say anything about anyone, about any time, 100%, 2%, any percent, or hard no or what. Never made her say any kind of comments at any time in my chat, ever. Okay? She's not in anyone's group chat. She never has been. She's not in mine, and she's never been in yours. I don't know what you're talking about, hearting your comments in a group chat. I've never seen her heart anyone's comments in anyone's group chat. She's not in anyone's anything in any Instagram ever. She's not in mine. All right? And if anyone thinks so, they're having a misunderstanding because she's not mine, and I've never seen her in anyone's. She keeps to herself, and she's never been part of anyone's group chat. I've honestly never seen her in anyone's. Nothing personal to her. She just doesn't do that. And my neighbor is playing some seriously loud Bollywood. Hold on, I'm closing the door. One second. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. So it was you know tell me to fuck off. All right, that's your choice. You know, I don't mind. You have. It feels like sometimes that you know it's if if Jules or Anzi wants to talk about me about it for any reason, that's fine. Am I cruising their channel, looking for scandal? Not really. I'm not saying anything mean to be mean. Absolutely not. Um, he's taking one for the team. I honestly, yeah. I mean, if someone tells me, thank you. Um, it, but I have never like. I just try to treat it with some humor. Like, okay, you want to do that? No problem. Love you so much. It's not it's their choice. You know, people don't have to be into me. I guess I'm a particular taste or whatever. Um, I consider myself more of a, chit chat channel. I'm not really a lot of people's taste. Okay. I'm not someone who's going to rage and freak out or get mad and declare my utmost hatred for so and so and so and so and get mad and play someone's chats who are angry at me and then do a response back and forth. I'm not going to do that. But I'm not a fair weather friend, but I don't like being a transactional friend either. And when I said to her, I wish her the best, and, you know, do I like her? Yeah, she's all right. But, I found myself begging her, like, please just give me a break. I don't want to be a moderator right now. I have a lot on my plate. I'm so stressed out I got sick. You know, I have issues to deal with in other places, which I do. And I think that's very fair. And I've had a lot to deal with since May. And I think that's also fair. I've had a very busy, stressful summer. And that's also fair. To say to someone, I, I need a break. And then her completely disregarding what I'm saying. I say, you'll be back in a couple days, right? No, you're not listening to me. And to have someone who says they're your friend and they're only thinking of themselves. And then some going on live saying I hurt their feelings is it's hard to deal with. It's like, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. Do you hear what I'm saying? Please take my advice. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. I got booted out of Amber's chat by trying to help you. Do you hear what I'm saying? You know, it's not because I'm worried about my own self. I'm trying to help you. Do you hear what I'm saying? And they're not hearing what you're saying. It gets frustrating. I'm a human being. I get frustrated. But when I get to a point where I'm getting sick because I'm stressed out and I have issues of my own and I have issues in real life that YouTube has caused in real life because people have gone real life on me. And it's like, please, I need a break. I need a break. Like, she says she's taking a break from YouTube and she comes back in 12 hours. I actually mean I need a break. I'm coughing my guts out. Please, I need a break. I, I get stressed out. I get sick. I need a break. You know, her thing is, well, I need your help. Can you be a managing mod for me? Jen, I need a break. For me to be so incredibly stressed out that I have to go to the point where I'm like, I'm out. And I switch you off. You like I block you in YouTube and I block you on Instagram. And then her accuse me of blocking everyone. No, Jen, just you, honey. Because you're not listening. You're not listening. I'm not telling you how to run your channel. I'm telling you how to, like, please, please take care of yourself. And they don't listen to you. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Please. Please take care of you. Please stop. Please take care of you for your own sake, for your own emotional health. You tell someone you care and you love them, and they yeah, okay. And then they just like go, eh, and you care enough to get, you know how hard it is to tell someone you're worried about them? It is hard for me. It's hard for me to get enough guts to go up to someone and say, I'm really fucking worried about you. And she's hard to contact on top of that. And she's probably the most difficult person to contact I've ever met. And then you're just like, I can't. It. She has got a very tight circle of very protective women around her. And we all just want to protect her. And it's like a ride or die club. Does that make sense to you? It's like you're either all in or you're all out. And if you're out, you're just like, I can't be here to hear any kind of shit talk about Jen. But it's not, this is not an issue of talking shit about Jen. This is like, it's weird. If you share friends with Jen, you can, it's like you have to choose whether you're mod here or there. And then if you choose here, Jen gets mad at you or she gets hurt. Her feelings are hurt. And then she makes a production out of it. So they go over there so Jen doesn't get hurt. And then I'm sort of like, okay. So you can't win. But I never felt it was a competition. Does that make sense? It's like you share mods. Okay. But ironically, it's amazing. Um, she's a live stream. She makes sure that she sort of overlaps with you, so your moderators are forced to choose. So her feelings get hurt. So to avoid emotional conflict, they tend to go over there. And then if anyone comes over here, they're jerks. And I noticed when I was listening to her response to me, she was like watching who was in my chat. And now Muggsy's a dick, and I'm like, well, he didn't do anything to you, man. So I noticed the people who were over here are now like dickheads, and the people over there are good guys, and the people over here are like the enemy number one. Except M to the B. No offense, girlfriend. I'm not mad at you. Like, I never ask people to choose. I've never asked anyone to choose. I never ask anyone to choose. I don't gatekeep where people go. I'm an adult, and so are they. They can go and watch and do whatever they want. If they're like, I love you, but I can't be here. I'm like, I'm cool with that. I respect that. That's fine. And I still feel that way. This isn't a rundown Jen commentary. This is like, this is either like yay or nay kind of thing. No, this is not about that. You a liar and a motherfucker? I'm like, firstly, one, you don't need to donate to me to prove your love. The only love you need to do is hit that fucking like button and tell the algorithm goddess I'm still worthy of your love. That's all I want. Second, that's fine. But don't offer me money, man. Okay? I'm fine. My bills are paid. I'm fine. And I started doing this for funsies, not fundsies. All right? Not FUND, but for just FUN. All right? That's it. But I'm not going to be dry begging here just to prove my point. Absolutely not. Like I said, when my chat goes dead, but I still have numbers, I know you're listening, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. But you need to look up all the big words. Like, I'm not contradictory. All right, I'm just apathetic now because I don't ask anyone to take any hits for me for the team. I don't walk away because I'm afraid what people think of me. I'm like, I'm out because I feel like I'm talking to someone who just doesn't give a fuck. Because when I talk to you on my own time, and it, I don't know what to think. That's the truth. I don't know what to think. All I know is, you know, if someone in your chat is constantly making digs at me and you don't stop them, that's not okay. You're supposed to maintain peace in your chat, and you make it a safe space for everybody, and that includes your moderators. If someone walks into your chat and talks shit about one of your moderators, and they're just there to shit disturb and derail and be an asshole, I hate to break it to you, Jen, but it's your job to maintain peace. It is. You're there to maintain peace between your moderators, make sure they don't fight amongst each other. You're also there to make sure there's no one fighting in your chat with each other. You're also there to make sure that no one brings an outside chat that doesn't involve you into your chat. That's called maintaining peace. You don't like it when someone comes in your chat and starts talking shit about someone in someone else's. Like, you don't want someone coming in your channel and saying, they hate so and so from a completely different channel that has nothing to do with you, and all they're doing is being like, what? You don't want someone walking to your channel and doxing someone, which has nothing to do with you. You don't want someone coming in and showing an avatar with your face on it. That's a lot of shit that's unnecessary and not acceptable. So why is it okay for someone to come in your chat and slander someone or, be racist or bigoted? The Terry Time thing was just like another thing that you say you're going to do and then you don't do. It was just but we did have conversations after that I didn't just back the fuck up after that. There were conversations after that day. Don't make it sound like we did not talk about anything offline, because that's not true. The only difference is I sat on deciding whether or not I was going to say anything for a few days because I wasn't feeling well and my voice was trash. But I was trying to decide, do I want to say anything? And I left a lot of things out, but you had to come and just poke me. I am not a fair weather friend. I don't hang around only when things are good. I do support my friends. I don't care if they're popular. I have been friends with people that have been quote unquote not popular, like in school. Like my best friend in high school was not popular at all. I'd be invited to stuff and I'd be like, she's coming with me or I'm not coming. And she would come with me. So you cannot say, oh, Rochelle doesn't hang out with people who are not popular, because that is absolutely not true. I'm friends with whoever I fucking feel like it. And if someone else doesn't like it, they can eat shit and die. Right? I've never done what everyone else has done. I wear what I like. I don't care if it's in fashion or not. I've made my mother's life hell because she wanted me to wear something cute that was in fashion and I refused to wear it because I hated it. Okay. I do what I want. I mean, I'm not like a hell child that steals the car or something, but I mean, I'm pretty conservative actually, but uh, it, it, I mean, it's amazing. First, sometimes I'm part of the community, and sometimes people say you're not part of this community. I didn't realize I had to get some kind of you know, license to hang out somewhere. You're not part of this community. Yes, I am part of this community. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Who gives a shit? I mean, how xenophobic of you. What? When you like me, I'm part of the community. When you don't like me, I'm not. Is that how it works? This is sort of a mean girls club. Oh, well, check this out. I don't give a fuck what you say. Okay? I'll go where I want. If you don't want me there, fine. You want to be a mean girl? You go right ahead. Your true colors are showing. Your true colors are showing, which means you were never my friend. Because all I wanted was you to be okay. And the moment when I said I needed a break, I'm not feeling well. My physical health is reflecting my stress levels. I need a break. And then you just push me to the point where my tolerance levels for bullshittery is just, I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm out. That's basically, it's sort of like, ugh. It takes a lot for me to admit, hey, I'm really stressed out. Moderation right now for me, for you, is just, I can't. And please appreciate the mods you have, because working for you is hard. It's not easy. Please do this, Jen, because it's showing. It's looking suspicious. It looks bad, Jen. This is what I found. Please, please, please. Because no one else has these problems except you. All right? Why doesn't anyone else have these problems? Just because I don't feel like getting into a knockout, drag out, verbal a vicious fight with someone who may not love me. And if Jules or Amzie or God knows who wants to talk shit about me, let them. I don't care. Maybe I have the ability to say, it's just fucking YouTube, man. Brush it off. Brush it off. It doesn't make me wanting to be a drama channel. This is just basically giving my opinion. And if you haven't figured out I'm not dragging you, then I please grow up. This is called advice. And the last video I made about you was advice. Please, you can do better. All you had to do as a friend was say, hey girl, I get you. I know you're sick. I was sick, Jen. I'm still getting over being sick, Jen. I was sick. Can't you let a girl be sick? Can't you notice that I'm not feeling well? I'm allowed to be sick. I'm allowed to be tired. I'm allowed to be stressed out. I'm allowed. You're not the only one in this world with problems. I hate to break this to you. Other people have their own lives. Other people have their own experiences. Other people have issues that don't revolve around YouTube. And in my opinion, if doing something on YouTube is like, I'm not enjoying this, guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not having a good time. Guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not running away. I just don't fucking feel like it. Jesus. And there's something you learn when you hit 50, okay? And I guess maturity. I don't know. I learned this when I was like in my late 20s, early like 30s. You hit that age and you're like, you know what? This friend is. This is not about you, Jen. So don't make it about you. I know people do that. And it's not about anyone on YouTube. This is something in real life for me. This just happened to me in real life before YouTube was for me. Your friends you've had for like a few years, like through high school or university, and you're like, geez, you know what? Why am I friends with this person? They treat me like shit. And you're like, nah, I'm not doing this with you anymore. And you just stop calling them and they just sort of drift away because they're the kind of friends that's sort of like what you can do for me kind of friend. And guess what? It's lovely. You kind of hit that age where you realize like this person's not a good idea. And like they're called transactional friends. That's the definition of transactional friend, where it's all about what you can do for them, or if you're selfish, what they can do for you. Like, if you thought that I was all about money, you got me wrong, girl. I was going to give you cash apps and help you with cigarettes. Bitch, I don't need anyone to help me out. I never asked anybody for anything. Right? And I've never asked my friends for anything. Because that's not friendship. That's transactional friendship. And that's not real friendship. It's not okay. That's insulting. Wow. Now, if you help out a friend who's down on their luck or something, you just sort of do it. You don't tell them you're doing it. You just sort of do it. And you never expect anything in return. And the last thing you ever should do, just a little bit of advice, you never tell anyone you did it. You just sort of fucking do it. It's like a donation and you never expect a receipt. You never expect a receipt from friendship, and never, ever insult anyone or embarrass anyone you've had to help financially with any kind of like money or food or some kind of like necessity in life where their needs are like they're in trouble. Never tell anyone about that, man. Jen, that wasn't cool. Don't tell anyone. Because then your kindness now is like a flex. Like, see what I can do. No, man. No. If you do something, if you can actually do it without even telling the person you're helping and just it just arrives, that's a real help. An anonymous kind of thing. Or just do it without even telling them you're gonna do it. That's real help, man. That's real tzedakah. You know, the Jewish New Year is coming up on Monday. Rosh Hashanah and Shana Tova, which means have a sweet New Year. The Jewish New Year is coming up. And it's a time for personal reflection. I think instead of coming down on people, I think people need to realize the reason I did this today wasn't to help myself, was for people to realize that this is not because I dislike Jen at all. I'm in this position because I do care about Jen. Carrie got death threats because her and I were basically in the same position, because we do care and people think we don't. Interesting. So, is this meant to slander Jen? No, it just means that I need people to understand that when this all went down, I was simply tired. I'm tired. I'm still getting over being sick. I'm, um, and I'm tired. I don't block everyone. I just needed a break. And that's all I wanted. I don't tell people where to go. I mean, I have told people to go fuck themselves. Whoopsie doopsie. Hit that fucking like button. But you can't cash at me. You can't Venmo me. You can't PayPal me. Because I don't have any of that shit. I think you can get PayPal here. I think. But I wouldn't put that shit up because I just no. But you can't Cash App or Venmo here. It doesn't work. And I can't give anyone anything by Cash App or Venmo because it doesn't work here either. It doesn't work both ways. It just that you can't do it. I think you can do it in the UK and the EU, but you can't here. It no. It doesn't work here. The Canadian government has just said nope. I know we're very uptight. Excuse us, but even if I had that shit, I wouldn't put up that shit. And I certainly wouldn't accept that shit because my friendship doesn't have a price because it's free. It's free. And it always has been free. And I don't need anything. I never did. And don't. And for anyone who is listening, who sent out those death threats, you're a sick bitch. Because the person who did that just covered up their name with another one and were known to carry because she had to accept them to her Instagram because her Instagram is private. So, shame on you. You're some kind of guy or gal. Who knows? But, yeah. And, hmm. um, but I have blocked people on Instagram, and I've opened it back up again, and but I've kept a lot of people blocked who I've blocked, but it was for good reason. Just like, oh my gosh, you know, you can have whatever you want opinion of me. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But starting Monday, no, starting now. I think that I just, I don't want anyone to think that I'm here to do a hit piece because I'm not. I stopped watching Jen's live about me because it just felt redundant and, you know, angry. I'm not like, this is not an anger issue with me. It's just sort of like, I don't feel any differently about anyone who mods over there at all. And those who want to come over here, you're welcome. And that's how I feel. And no one is blocked en masse. So I hope everyone can be as supportive as possible to Carrie. And she deserves your attention and your consideration because her feelings matter. And I love her so much. And that's how I feel. And I think people should remember that people's feelings matter. You may not agree with them. Like Jen may not have agreed with me. But it didn't mean I didn't care about her feelings. I actually felt that my feelings didn't matter. And it's hard for me to moderate in a channel where people who are bigoted are allowed. That is my position. And I'll stand by that. It's also hard for me to moderate in a channel where I feel that terms and service are not being followed. It's hard for me. Call me like a hard ass. I don't care. I'm big on terms and service. I always have been. Um, if you don't like my phrase "fuck me with a chainsaw," then so be it. But it's still with terms and service. Sorry, but it is. It's a joke. No one is. The words are followed, and it's still a joke. But there are no kids in my chat. And if anyone slides in They're shown the door. And that's all. Oh, I'm curious. I'm curious. Let's see something. And if I find that any moderators have moderated in the bushes and they're blocking people, they will be shown the door. Just saying. And I mean it. Because this is the quietest my chat has ever been in my entire life. But I'm okay with that. And if any moderators are not happy, you can tell me in my group chat later. And that's fine by me. I'm just checking something right here. Just to see if some fuckery has been going on behind the scenes. Because I'm curious. Oh, so curious. Let's see if someone's been naughty, shall we? I'm curious. Because I want to see if someone's been a bad boy or girl. Just deleting. I really hope not. Because you're going to be a very unhappy person. Let's see. I want to see if someone's been a bad boy or girl. Just deleting. I really hope not. Because you're going to be a very unhappy person. Let's see. No. I want to see if someone's been a bad boy or girl. See, I'll turn them on. No. Well, interesting. Okay. So far, so good. Anyway, so yeah, let me know in the group chat if you want to leave. I'm fine with that. Let's see here. No, my chat is on, Chi Chi. Hold on, let me fix something. I'll be right back. I don't know if my chat's working. Let me check something. Is this working? Ooh, my chat is messed up. Oopsie. Yeah, it isn't working. Interesting. Huh. You guys are right. It isn't working. It isn't working. You're right, Chi-Chi. My chat is not working. Motherfucker. Let me end this and start it up again. Okay. Well, just in case it still doesn't work, everyone take care of yourself. Have a good hair day. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And just in case this is still busted, I'll start it up on a regular YouTube. So this is over. We're going to regular YouTube. Fair enough? Okay. Love you so much. I'll catch you there.